Hey there, Denisha. So this is going to be part two. I just made a great video and lost my internet connection, so it's all gone. But happy for you because I went off on a couple of rants and jibber jabber. So I actually saved you some of that, and now I can get right to the point. So the first thing I want you to know is when we are doing research in terms of the website URLs that we are going to recommend to those people who are our clients, we have to do some research, right? And give them the best resources. And through this exercise, you're going to see what kinds of articles I like and which ones I don't, and which ones we recommend, and which ones we don't, and why. And so I wanted to give you a little bit of strategy and let you know when we're looking for one of those topics. So before we were talking about local marketing and the importance of local search, maps, citations, reputation management, directories, etc. What you would not do is do a Google search and type in citations or citations in marketing. You would not type in um, reputation marketing. And I'll tell you why. One of the things I said in the last video, and I'm glad I remembered, was the reason Mappdom is different is because we really strategize. We have a long history and track record of success and enough experience that we're able to see 2 or 3 steps ahead. So when doing keyword research, for example, one of the things we teach you guys in Mappdom is something called the buyer's journey. And when a person is thinking about buying something online, there are a series of steps and things they do and a type of psychology they have that leads them down this process until they actually make a purchase. And you can sort of track that by how much more specific they get with their search terms. And when you are presenting information as a small business owner, you want to capture the person when they are at their closest buying decision time, especially if you are paying for ads on Google Display with pay-per-click. You don't want to do a keyword research bid on a generic term that somebody's going to click on and they're just in the curious stage because you were paying for that you're paying for that click that's likely not going to convert. So you want to get closer to the search terms people use when they're ready to buy. So they might say, for example, hair care products for all natural hair. And then they'll read a bunch of articles about that. And then from that one, they'll find out that there are different types. So maybe they decide that they like, oil-based. And then they start to research on oil-based. And after that, they're like, well, all, natural and synthetic and smells. And then with the synthetic ones, they come down to 2 or 3. And then from there, they compare the 2 or 3 and then make their buying decision. That is what happens. So you would want to, if you're trying to get people to purchase your service or product, you want to catch them at the time when they are closer to the buying decision. So you base the keywords in your articles on those search terms. So when people are searching for those terms, your website comes up and you are able to capture them. You will already have done your research because you will have followed Mappdom's 10 commandments of effective marketing, and you will know that you do research with your competitors. So you know what your client, what the researcher or the searcher or the audience is going to see, right? They're going to find these 3 products, they're going to find this, and it's your job to say some products offer this, some products offer this, and some products offer this, but what you really want is this, and then you bring them to your service or product so that they buy with you. Now, I'm saying that because right now, so that was just a whole little lesson on keyword research and content creation and conversion right there. That was some heavy stuff. That'd be probably about $750 worth of information right there. So I'm saying that because when we are writing the module to save you some time and to make sure that we get the best resources for the people that buy our services and products, we don't want to just type in the word Google Maps in the in the search browser, you want to type in the words the importance of. So whenever you are looking for URLs to include in our resource center in our module, make sure that you're typing in the keywords the importance of whatever the subject is, not just the subject. Why? Because any good article, again, that's what I'm telling you, you have to think 2 or 3 steps ahead. That's why I was talking about the buyer's journey. So just in terms of saving you time, you're going to go, if you were to just, and we can actually, maybe it might work. Actually, this is what slowed the computer down last time and I lost the video, so I won't do it. But you can do it on your own. Do a comparison between what articles come up when you type in the importance of XYZ, what articles come up, and then just type in the XYZ part, like just type in Google Maps and see if different URLs come up, and then, you know, scan a couple of those articles and you'll notice that they're probably more generic. And the ones when it talks about the importance of, it's going to tell you how it's going to help you in your business. It's not just defining it, it's going to tell you how it's going to help you in your business. That is what we want for our clients. So those are the URLs that we would recommend. And obviously, if they're any good, if the articles are any good, they're obviously going to talk about what a Google map is. So you don't need, you can skip the whole first part. And that's what I'm talking about, having that experience and longevity in the business. You know everything so instinctively that you just know what to do, and that's what I'm trying to do for you, is collapse time frames. So anyway, what we do is I type in the importance of X, and I usually don't go past the first page. I usually don't go past the first page, and what I do is I right-click everything, and hopefully it's going to open up in a new tab. Open in a new tab. And this is probably what slows my computer down too, because I open all of them. Oh. Okay. Yeah. All right. Wow, this is going to be really slow. Oh, I was also saying to take note of these search terms as well, because again, if people are typing in what are the benefits of Google Maps, they've already sort of determined that Google Maps are maybe a good thing. They've done research, they're convinced about Google Maps, so now they want to know what are the benefits and what are the uses. If they're asking what is the use of it, they've already researched Google Maps and they're like, let me check this out. Are they useful? Why do you use them? These guys are more interested in Google Maps. They're thinking about getting Google Maps, and now is a great time to write an article that would say, hey, are you thinking about getting Google Maps for your business? Did you know that Google Maps is a part of a greater overall local marketing strategy, and that local marketing is just one of 12 areas of marketing, and these are the other areas, and people that implement all 12 areas are able to increase their revenues in business by anywhere from 5 to 21%, sometimes in as little as 2 weeks, and it's all a part of this greater program called the 12 Steps of Effective Marketing, put together by this company, award-winning company Mappdom. It's run by this person named McKimbey, and right now they happen to have a special on this, and that is how you lead them from what they're interested in to what you are selling. That is the magic strategy right there. That's $2,500 worth of value. If you just copied that sequence in your business, boom! Because what you want to do is join the conversation that your people are already having in their head. They're thinking about their bills or their mortgage or the kids not behaving, or their relationship not working out, or they're not happy, or they're overweight, or they're sex. Like, they're thinking about all these things. They're not thinking about your service and product. So what you have to do is you have to join them where they are, and I've told you this before. If you listen to radio commercials, they are the best for it. You have to join them where they are, join their conversation, and lead them, to their problems and solve their problems through your service and product. That right there is the Mappdom strategy. I've just given it away. It's a proprietary method. that's available to our clients, but that's what it is. Anyway, totally got off topic. But yeah, you want to also take a note of this, and you want to take a screenshot of this, because these are also things that people who are very much interested in Google Maps are looking at, and which of the people that are searching for these things might be interested in our program. So you want to take a screenshot of this, and you want to make note of this. You also want to check out the news. I really don't know if I want to click on this. Yay! You also want to click on the news to see if there's anything relevant. Yep, and part of that is going to be important as it's going to be important as a part of your content marketing strategy, because when you make note of news items, like when you know, because there's less competition here, right? Because most people aren't writing news; they're competing with the all. But if you go to news, you can sort of start to collect URLs and resources and magazines or journals or articles or bloggers or just centers of influence or whoever, um, and keep like a spreadsheet. So that way, when you're ready to write an article and you want to market it to a wider audience that could possibly purchase your service or product, you can say, hey, Search Engine Journal, I noticed that you guys wrote something on 10 important 2019 SEO trends you need to know. Did you also know this? Here, feel free to publish this in your magazine. But before you do that, you want to make sure that you have at least 5 to 12 really good, solid, unique pieces of content that you could offer them for free. Offering one or two is great, but you just want to give value, and once you cultivate those relationships, you'll be able to get in, and you save your goodies for once you're in, but you make sure that you still give them very good stuff. You know that is a principle of Mappdom, offering really great content and value for free up front. And another really good genius thing here, this is going to have to be a whole other video that has nothing to do with what I'm teaching you right now, but I just wanted to show you some quick tricks and strategies. Again, for you to learn this information on your own, you would have to have had so much exposure and so much experience and seen so many things to just know these things. You can't just learn it in a seminar or a webinar or a 3-day event. Like, it takes experience and being in the trenches in a wide variety of atmospheres, using a wide variety of software, working with experts in the field to really know this stuff. And I'm saying that because one of the things to notice here is that if these people's, Google, if these pictures are coming up when you're doing a search for an image, right? These people have properly named their picture something, Google Maps, blah, 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 blah. So it comes up in searches under images. So these people who have done this are pretty sophisticated marketers. And that's also important to know for the same reason I showed you before, which is you can make note of who these influencers and who these smart people are. You can ask them to test out your product, poke holes in it, how you can make it better, and would you be willing to offer it to your tribe in exchange for something. That is distribution. So you can see content working together, distribution, banner creation, naming convention. Like, this is all really, really high level marketing stuff that the average person who just goes and registers GoDaddy has no idea about. So this again is more a greater marketing awareness and sophistication level. So again, same thing like before, you might want to make note of these authors or bloggers or influencers. You might want to make note of these URLs, make connections with them on social media, follow who they follow, what are they writing, and offer up your content. Also, just something you should be aware of is if you want because sometimes if you're looking for an image, right, and you come across all these different images, you don't know what the person who's searching is looking for. You just have to, hopefully someone will like your picture. And they might click on your picture, which happens here, and then they see this, and then you have an opportunity, like if you have, and again, more marketing secrets, if you have the proper description on your page, then this little blurb will come up, and if this is captivating enough for someone, they might click on here to read more about the article. that's associated with this picture. And if they read the article and they like the content, that's why creating great content is important. And syndicating your content is super important, because this is how you get found. This is how you grow your reach. This is how you get more friends and followers. Like, otherwise, you are just on this spinning social media treadmill that goes nowhere, except makes these little micro movements forward instead of quantum leaps forward in your business. And it's really easy, free marketing strategy stuff. You just have to know what you're talking about, really know what you're talking about, and not just selling, gimmicks by gurus and just the latest flashy product. Like, a whole big, real, professional, comprehensive marketing plan and strategy and information will be downloaded from me to you. So anyway, yeah, you might have the right words here, and then someone might click on it, and like I said, they might follow you, they might join your newsletter, and then that's another opportunity and somebody to whom you can market. That involves creating an email marketing strategy as well too, right? So there are a lot of moving parts, and Mappdom can help you with all of that. So yeah, anyway, so those are just some quick little secrets that I wanted to pass along. The same thing with videos, the same thing with maps. Like, if you get a keyword and you have it ranked all of these spaces, it's a greater opportunity for you to be found by the people, hopefully, if you've set it up correctly, that you want to be found by. Okay? So anyway, let's go back to just all. And I think I've opened them all. But yeah, I usually just never go past the first page. No, it doesn't look like I have. But that's good, because I have too many of these things open and it causes problems with the computer. So let's just take a look. So I'm actually going to do this for a client for today or tomorrow. So I'm walking you through the process. I'm going to stop the video because I like the stuff I spoke about earlier and I don't want to lose it if the computer crashes. So I'll be right back.